Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Madam Chairwoman, County Chairs, Vice Chairs, Attorney Kresge, Dr. Filani, and Executive Committee members. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Thank you for inviting me to address you. Many of you saw, I'm sure, the article in the New York Times that ran on Tuesday that was kind of a preview of this candidacy and this partnership. And I was very struck by one line in the article I want to share with you. This is after several paragraphs in which the author, David Chen, explains the insurmountable obstacles that this campaign will face. And after running through a whole litany of these obstacles, he wrote, and this is a quote, he wrote, "But Mr. Carrion is not deterred." So I thought about this, and it kind of resonated for me. It made me think about the very early stages of our getting to know one another, meeting and talking about your vision and our history and our vision. And you came to us and you said, you know, I've become an independent, and I'm very, very proud of that. And we were very proud of that, too. Not everybody was thrilled with that news in political circles. And I know your phone started to ring, our phone started to ring. Don't do it. Come back home. It's not too late. But, as it turned out, Mr. Carrion was not deterred. And so we started to talk more and have more dialogues and conversations about many things, about what the future of our city needs to be, and about issues that we care passionately about. For you, some of those include education reform and economic development. For us, political reform and community development. But as we talked together and as you reached out and met with county leaders and vice chairs and went to Staten Island and went here and went there and had conversations with so many leaders of the party who are in the room tonight, we started to see that we had tremendous common ground and that we really could build a partnership that would be meaningful in this campaign and in this city. And while we were doing that, the chorus got louder. Don't do that! You're gonna upset the apple cart. Who knows what's gonna happen? You won't have enough money, you won't get your message out. But Mr. Carrion was not deterred. And so as we came to know each other, I think, increasingly well, and you were very candid and open with us about the pressures on you having become an independent. It's hard to be an independent. And you talked about that to us, and we appreciated that. And given that we're compulsively honest for some reason in the Independence Party, we said, yeah, and it's only going to get tougher. The pressure is only going to increase. So here we are tonight, and the Executive Committee has just conducted your vote, and I congratulate you on the process and on your decision. I feel very good about it, very excited about it. And there's so many reasons why you are the perfect candidate for us. You're a political reformer, you're an education reformer, you care deeply about the issue of poverty and want to find new solutions and new ways to come at this problem, and you want to shake up the political system. But if I had to give one maybe overarching reason as to why this partnership now exists, it's because Mr. Carrion is the kind of leader who won't be deterred. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Independence Party's endorsed candidate for mayor of New York City in 2013, Adolfo Carrion.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you to the executive committee and the members, the leadership of this party, all across the 5 boroughs. I have to tell you, I probably haven't spent this much time on the phone with people since I used to sell insurance for John Hancock. But I will tell you this, I am encouraged, I am enthused, I am inspired by your passion, by your love for this city and this country, by your honesty about the political process and your desire to open up opportunity for every single New Yorker and every single American. One of the things that struck me as we started to look at a run for mayor of New York City, we started to look through the results of the votes going back several elections. We also started to look at the voter participation rates here in New York City. And of course, having been the director of the White House Office of Urban Affairs, I'm interested in every American city. So I started to really look through, what are people saying? What are people asking for? Is the electorate showing up and participating in what will probably be one of the most directly impactful decisions for their daily lives here and across the country? And the sad and unfortunate answer is that they are not participating. And so we come to our home city of New York, and we look just at the last mayoral election. In the year 2009, in what was a contentious campaign with 2 very different candidates, with very different views about the future of the city, you would think that the lion's share of the electorate would show up and say, by God, we think the city should go in this direction or in this direction. And unfortunately, of the 4 million eligible voters and registered voters in New York City, only 29% showed up to make a very important decision about the leadership of our city. The global city, the center of finance, the entry gate for most immigrants into America, the city of commerce, the city that symbolizes much of what we stand for as Americans, and less than 30% of the electorate shows up to vote. The other side of that coin, or a different way of describing it, is that 7 in 10 voters didn't participate in such an important decision. I submit to you, my friends and fellow New Yorkers, that that is a crisis. That is a crisis that needs attention. I said to David Chen, the reporter from the New York Times that interviewed me a couple of days ago for the story that came out yesterday, that I'm interested in waking up that sleeping giant. And we know who they are. And we know that they care about the future of the city. And that they are unfortunately and clearly making a statement that says they are not satisfied with their choices. Well, today, Independence Party, you gave New Yorkers a choice, a real choice for innovation and solutions in their leadership. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And so today we take a very important step in beginning a conversation about the future of the city. It has been a long journey for me. I have been in this line of work now for half of my adult life, if not more. In a couple of weeks, I'll turn 52. I know, a young 52, I know. I was born and raised in this beloved city of New York. I have 4 beautiful kids. I went to public school. They went to public school. We started on South 2nd Street in Williamsburg. We moved to the Lower East Side on Avenue C and 12th Street. We moved to the country in 1969, called the North Bronx, and we bought a house for $28,000, and we just kept marching through, creating in one generation from poverty in the hills of Puerto Rico to when we finally came of age, the kids moving right into the middle class. This city has to continue to remain the city of opportunity. And the way we're going to do it is with independent leadership. We need to fix a broken education system. We need to build affordable housing. We have to have a 5-borough economic development strategy that lifts people out of poverty. We need to end poverty in New York City. We need to be the city of innovation when it comes to science and technology and engineering and mathematics and cutting-edge businesses. We have so much work to do. We're going to do it together. And this is about creating and casting a very wide umbrella. There are Democrats, there are Republicans, and there are independents in this town who are not being represented in that electoral process. We want to call them out. We want to make sure that they come out and let their voice be heard. And together we will march forward to create a better and richer and more opportunity-rich New York City, because the people of this city and the people of this country and the people of the world deserve that. Thank you very much. I will not let you down. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. We're going to do this.
All right, Executive Committee, we need a quick motion to adjourn. Jesse, second? All those in favor, raise your hands. Opposed, abstentions, we're officially closed for business. Congratulations.